I don't know if anything that I'm going to say is going to make sense, but I'm just going to say it anyway. So I feel like humanity is kind of like a pendulum. And I don't really know what aspect of humanity. I don't know if it's emotions or thoughts or some kind of mixture of both. But I feel like it's a pendulum. And I've also been thinking about there's a phrase that I've been hearing, and that is every action has its equal opposite reaction. And that's kind of been put together with my idea of the earth being like, not the earth, humanity being like a pendulum. What I mean by that is, if, for example, something has been, if a pendulum is like kept on one side, if you let it go, it will swing all the way to the other side, and it will keep swinging, but it will eventually like rest in the middle, right? I think I've got my physics right there. Okay, so in a similar way, I feel like when you have, for example, extreme opinions, an extreme opinion is like the opposite end of like a spectrum. It's like the pendulum being on one side. You can't see my arm. The pendulum is over here. I don't know why I switched stuff. Anyway, the pendulum is over here with an extreme opinion, let's say, and the other extreme opinion is on this side of the pendulum. But I feel like if one extreme opinion dominates for a period of time, the whole of, I don't know, let's say the soul of humanity is with that opinion, like the majority of it is with that opinion. And then when it changes, it's like the pendulum goes to the other side, because people have been so angry or frustrated, and like momentum has been built up from opinion being on this side so much that it swings all the way to the other side, and then we get another extreme. But if you were to let it settle, it would eventually like balance out in the middle. But I feel like we never get to a balance. I feel like so many people recognize the need for a balance in areas of our life, in opinions, in all sorts of things. We recognize that we need a balance, but I feel like we never get that balance because for one reason or another we go towards extremes a bit too much. Maybe not extremes, I don't know. Maybe extreme isn't the right word, but I feel like when things go one way, it has to come the other way. Is that making any sense? I have no idea. But just pendulum, think about it. I don't know if it makes sense. It's kind of making sense to me, but I don't know if I'm saying it the way that it will make sense to other people.